It's like liquid, clear
Whoa,
liquid,
that's
and
disgusting.
oh yeah, that's what the Irish boy has happened to the
And
Irish
it
boy.
hurt. Does it hurt when they pop and liquid shoots out?
Oh yes, it's basically like taking a layer of my skin and going ah.
Oh man, that hurt just watching.
That's what it's like. That's what.
Oh
Hey,
man.
Irish boy, man.
Okay.
Yeah, not good. You know,
Sucks. Sucks for you.
I'm okay with having a roof over my head. Okay, so just the short of it, I got to let people know about these kind of things because, irregardless of feelings, if people, communities grow around making these lenses, it's going to be successful. It's going to be very successful, mind you.
Yes, I agree. They're not
Yeah.
horrible. I mean, I'm running them on a kind of a slow machine. They're kind of cool. I have a couple
Yeah.
over there.
My only gripe, I'll say, nice way to put it, my only gripe with Ubuntu 11.10 and the coming 12.04 is that if you don't have 3D acceleration, and not just any 3D acceleration, if you don't have accepted 3D accelerated drivers for your video card, you're going to drop back to Unity 2D. And my complaint is the experience in 2D versus 3D, while it might look similar, the actual experience is quite different.
I'm probably running in 2D.
Honestly, it's easy to run in 3D and not know it.
Gotcha.
And
Uh-oh. Did we lose the door? Let's see if he comes back. Door, come back to us.
yeah,
Okay, you're back.
good.
Okay, that was a hiccup. I do not know where
So,
it came from.
uh,
You told me to be.
I don't know.
You told me to be. Well, we're still not getting full. There we got video back. It's all good.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry about that, Steve.
no, it's okay. It might be my fault. I don't know. You said it might be. I might be running in 3D and not even knowing it.
Yeah. Unless you know what it's like to run 2D and 3D, you could be in 2D the whole time and not even know it
Right.
and not even care. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They need a little simple like light up in the top corner that says you're in 2D or you're in 3D, just so people know. But you know that will happen sooner or later, something to that effect.
Cool.
Okay. This next thing I had to talk about, Steve, functional, useful, easy way to learn. And before I say what it is, let me first say this is not for 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds, okay? It's flashcards, Steve.
Okay.
Okay, flashcards, in my experience, when done right, is actually a very good way to learn. Okay, it's an application called Anki at ankisrs.net. Bonus, they got an Android client too. Okay, and it is cross-platform Windows and Mac. They have a whole bunch of stock shareable flashcard sets. I only worry about the one I saw, which I load the app, I go to search, I go to shared, I go to search, I type in Linux, and there's one on the Linux command line. The app is very adult driven to where you can set a lot of different preferences, like how fast and how slow you want your pace to be. Like in this session, do you want to cram or do you just want some kind of thing? And what it basically is it will display to you either, it's like Jeopardy. You can have the question or the answer, and you have to say what it is. But it'll basically show you something. Like this one says x-terminal-emulator or gnome-terminal.wrapper. And I'd have to say what that is. And then if I hit show answer, open a new distro default terminal in a window. So that's a command in any GNOME or X, which is anything basically. If I type x-terminal-emulator, I will instantly get a new terminal window.
Now, do you put all this information into the phone or into the app, or these are pre-designed flashcard sessions?
These are all pre-designed and easily downloadable. Now, here's the thing I like about it, Steve. I see that and I see that. And then at the bottom, I have 4 choices. Very easy. show it to me at the minimum of 9 days from now. Easy, minimum of 5 days from now. Good, that's a good question. Minimum of 1 day from now, and again soon, like I didn't learn it at all. So at the end of this session, show me this question again. But if it's way too easy and I already know it,
9 days.
Wait 9 days and show it to me. And that's the kind of functionality this has. You can cram or just do, your normal limit. You can, and it tells you stats like about new cards. But all you got to do is basically, you can download. The actual selection is pretty good.
Who would have thought flashcards could be so customizable and cool?
Trust me, when I heard it, I thought to myself, what? Is this for kids? They're talking about flashcards. But it is actually searchable. There's 187, it looks like, possible decks. They're called decks. Right now it's going out, loading, available, shared deck. On the desktop, to be honest, I don't think the two can sync across, but you can get even better experience on the desktop.
Yeah, I was looking at the video on the website.
Right, and there's a bunch in foreign languages, Chinese radicals. You know about them? Irregular French verbs, amino acids.
Ooh, proteins.
Yeah. Greek core vocabulary, Latin, Spanish, surgery recall, Espanol, and a whole bunch. Obviously, language seems to be a really popular one here.
Yeah.
But there is a whole bunch of them. Viruses, management, how to do management, a whole bunch of different topics. And when I say a whole bunch of different topics, Steve, I don't know if you can see the scroll bar, but it's like I went at least through 50 and it didn't move.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
These are all user uploaded, probably?
More than likely they're user uploaded. It wouldn't shock me if they are filtered by the people.
Yeah, it's probably really easy to make a list, too. You just have a question and answer and then just plug it in.
Exactly.
It's pretty cool.
WFW Riskkrafrisk. That's foreign language. Never mind. I saw WFW and I thought it's a wrestling thing. Sorry.
And it's called Anki?
ANKI. And that is at AnkiSRS.net.
Awesome.
Totally cross-platform. If you want to learn something and you learn by reviewing, this seems like a really good thing.
Very cool.
Yeah. Now, tangent. The whole reason I knew about this app was Linux Basics is hoping a LPA/Linux administrator learning group. Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bruce, OD, and a couple other guys, at least 5 guys, it seems like, every Saturday morning.
What's LPA?
Show up. LPI is Linux Proficiency. Something.
And what does it? What does it mean? It's a test.
Yeah, it's like a certification showing that you are proficient. Linux Proficiency Institute, maybe, that you're proficient at a Linux, i.e., you can be an administrator of it.
Okay.
It's like a Windows cert.
I got you.
And they spend at least 2 to 3 hours. The one time I was there was 5 hours of just taking simple administrative or LPI task and breaking it down. I mean, breaking it down, holding people's hands, everybody doing these tasks at the same time, stopping, explaining, starting back up, stopping, explaining, starting back up. Really, to me, a fun way to learn. Now, if I could just get my kids to take a nap at 10 a.m., I'd be in there.
That's cool.
Yeah,
where is that at?
If you just go to wiki.linuxbasics.com, there should be info right there. Also in the forums, they post plans for the upcoming week and results of the upcoming week. And in the results posting is where I found out about this flashcard application.
I see. Really neat.
Yeah, because they were using it. So that was really cool. Got to thank Bruce Patterson. Can't thank him enough. He's doing a really good job organizing that and getting the troops in an uproar to go do stuff. Thing.
Good job, Bruce.
I know. I got to move on because my brain's getting fried. Okay. We talked about Unity and what I think it's doing to become successful. You know what I mean? It's expanding and it's having other things added to it.
Okay.
Well, if you go to extensions.gnome.org, okay, GNOME.2 is the classic desktop interface where you have panel bars or task bars, and you had a menu that you had, games, applications, internet kind of layout with 3 buttons, minimize, close, maximize, and, that kind of thing.
Right.
GNOME 3 is the next version of how the GNOME people see this desktop evolving. Well, when it first came out, let me tell you something, looked unbelievably sharp and crisp, but it was severely lacking in a lot of functionality. Extensions.gnome.org is a hub, a repo site where you can easily go, sometimes preview, sometimes they don't have preview pictures. Extensions you can easily add to your desktop experience. Also, if you look at the individual extensions, when someone posts something, there's also a rating system, so they can give them 1 star up to 5 stars, which I have to believe they're going to roll back into a average rating for the extension.
Sure.
So you'll be able to see that. So here's a way you can easily add things to your GNOME desktop if you choose to use GNOME 3 as your desktop. If you don't use GNOME 3 as desktop, let's go to the next topic, Steve.
All right.
And if you're not using the GNOME desktop, fast forward another 30 seconds. This is at NBP Rasman. Dude, must be German or something. At WordPress.com.
.wordpress.com?
Yeah, I got that part down.
nbprazanth.wordpress.com. Yeah, it's pretty screwy.
Yeah.
You guys can grab the link in the notes if you want.
Right. Now, this might not be for normal quote-unquote users, okay? This is how to customize GNOME 3. The back end of GNOME 3 is using a lot of web standards to display things. There's a lot of JavaScript in the back, for instance. And they go through steps of how you can edit some of these files and download extra extensions from what are called GitHubs, which we'll talk about some other day. But you can easily download and further customize your installation of GNOME 3. I don't know if these are all good customizations, but I think if you look at them and you think they look cool, have at it. Go get them.
Huh.
Yeah.
They look pretty cool. I mean, the screenshots look all right.
Yeah, I will. And I gotta say, I had GNOME 3 running for more than a couple of days. I was shocked at how crisp everything was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like
polished.
Oh, it was like really polished. And like when the pop-up window, for instance, came up for my admin password.
Yeah.
Seriously, Steve, I'm not an aesthetic guy, right? When that came up the first time I stopped and looked at it, I said, wow, that looks good. and then typed my password,
really?
It's good. Yeah. So I like the possibilities, I'll say.
Now I'm on Unity. You think I should switch over?
Honestly, if you're fine with Unity, there's no reason to go over. I mean, if you want to see what you're quote unquote missing, then I encourage people download a live ISO that already has GNOME 3 on it and just play with that and see if you like it. But there's really no reason to jump ship if you're happy with Unity. And it's like Shamil Shamazel. It's like, do you like the number 2 pencil or the number 3 pencil that's a little bit thicker and bigger? I mean, there is no right answer.
Right. Preference. Matter of preference.
Yeah. Yeah. And